Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Coco Gauff's ex-coach makes unexpected request as Victoria Mboko creates history in Montreal. Victoria Mboko's dream run continues in Montreal. The 18-year-old Canadian had previously stunned everyone by defeating the two-time Grand Slam winner, Coco Gauff, in the R16 of the Canadian Open. Following her first top 10 win of her life, the youngster was seen in complete disbelief, covering her face with her hands before going towards the net to hug the world number 2. After securing one of the biggest wins in her career, Mboko described beating Gauff as a special experience. But having said that, she also made it clear that she has no intentions of taking her foot off the gas pedal. "You play a tournament because you want to win it," said the Canadian. Following that impressive victory against Coco Gauff, she secured a spot in the SF of this tournament by defeating Spain's Jessica Buzes Monero in the QF by 6-4, 6-2. Reaching her first ever WTA 1000 SF at the age of 18 in her home tournament was extremely special for this teenager. But that's not all. She has now also defeated the 2022 Wimbledon champion, Elena Rybakina, in the SF match by 1-6, 7-5, 7-6-4. This was her third victory over a Grand Slam winner after beating Sofia Kenin and Coco Gauff in previous rounds in this tournament. Mboko is the first Canadian to do this in a single WTA event in the Open era. Sky is the limit for this teenager. Victoria Mboko was ranked outside of the top 300 at the start of this year, and now she has reached the final of a WTA 1000 event for the very first time in her career. Reacting to her incredible triumph over Rybakina, Coco Gauff's ex-coach, Brad Gilbert shared a tweet saying, "What a great effort from Mboko taking out Reba, and the crowd was absolutely 100 points rocking. She definitely thumbs up is need of a nickname." With this victory, Mboko has now become the youngest Canadian woman in the Open era to reach the final of the Canadian Open. Victoria Mboko saved a match point in the third set and broke Elena Rybakina twice to force the tiebreaker in this epic battle. She's now looking forward to becoming the first local champion since Bianca Andreescu in 2019. What was her reaction after the match, though? Victoria Mboko thanks the crowd for their incredible support. This was her second meeting with Elena Rybakina, and guess what? Despite losing the first set, Mboko never really looked out of the contest in this match. Her incredible resilience and hunger to do well against the top players yet again reflected in this match. After securing the match point, Victoria Mboko dropped to the court, and chants of "Allez Vicky" erupted across the stadium. During her post-match interview, Victoria Mboko addressed the crowd in French, saying, "Incredible match. Thank you to everyone for supporting me. It was really difficult, but anything can happen." It seems Mboko has now made drawing appreciations from her opponents a habit. After her R16 match, Coco Gauff was to speak about the comparisons that have been made recently between her and Victoria Mboko. Addressing all of that, Gauff refrained from paying heed to those comparisons, claiming Mboko is a different player and a completely different person. However, she didn't forget to heap praise on the teenager, saying she has a bright future. "I mean, she's very athletic. She's a great ball striker, and she seems pretty positive out there on the court. Doesn't get really too negative," said Gauff. She hopes to face her more in the near future. Just like Coco Gauff, Elena Rybakina recently showered praise on Victoria Mboko for her brilliance in the SF match. She hailed her as a tough opponent and went on to add, "I think that she served really well in these important moments overall. I think it was a very close match, like big fight. So it could go any way, but went hers. I think she played also really well." With this win, Victoria Mboko has now taken her H2H record to 1-1 against Rybakina. She'll now be facing the four-time Grand Slam champion, Naomi Osaka, in the final. Can Mboko secure yet another victory against a Grand Slam winner in this tournament? In the surfacing tensions of Gauff's 2025 season, marked by serve woes and adjustments, one figure from her past made a surprise public nudge. Rick Matchie, former coach to Serena Williams and frequent commentator on Gauff's technical swings. Matchie urged Gauff to sharpen her serve and forehand, boldly suggesting a single fix might be made in less than 1 hour. Sportskeeda. PFSN. TalkSport. It wasn't a downbeat critique, but rather a hopeful plea. Treat those strokes as pivotal, like anchors, and you unlock championship form. That request rippled through tennis circles, setting expectations not just for improvement, but for transformation. As doubts over Gauff's serve grew public, double fault counts mounting, Matchie's voice became both caution and catalyst for change. PFSN. First ball forehand. TalkSport. This spotlight on technical refinement was unexpected, even timely. Matchie reached out not from Gauff's inner circle, but from the sidelines. A reminder that greatness sometimes benefits from outside input. Tennis Mboko's rise in Montreal. Brief chronicle. Meanwhile in Montreal, Victoria Mboko, an 18-year-old Canadian wildcard ranked number 85, was rewriting the script of this home WTA 1000. She dispatched top seed Coco Gauff in straight sets 6-1, 6-4. Her first top 1-0 win in just 62 minutes. ESPN.com. Tennis Majors. TalkSport. Reuters. She then took down Jessica Buse's Monero 6-4, 6-2 to become the youngest Canadian in the Open era to reach the Montreal semis. National Bank Open. Times columnist. Cadena SCR. Next, she beat Elena Rybakina, 2022 Wimbledon champion, 1-6, 7-5, 7-6, saving match point to enter the final. Reuters. Fox Sports. Milestone alert. Mboko became just the fourth Canadian woman in the Open era to reach the final, joining Faye Urban, Vicky Berner, Bianca Andreescu, and the first to do so in Montreal. She's also the third wildcard ever to reach the final of the Canadian Open. Wikipedia. Reuters. Along the way, she toppled 3 Grand Slam champions in one tournament, Kenin, Gauff, and Rybakina, a first for any Canadian in the Open era. Wikipedia. Reuters. Sparkles, themes, and intersections. Legacy and transition. Matchie's prompting called back to the era when Gauff's forehand and serve were formidable. Today, Gauff works with a new technical coach, Matt Daly, to revamp those very weapons. The New Yorker. Wikipedia. Sportskeeda. The tennis world watches to see. Can refinement rekindle dominance? Emerging versus established. While Gauff grapples with expected pressure and technical overhaul, Mboko delivered raw, fearless tennis in her breakthrough. The curtain fell on Gauff's run in Montreal, but Mboko's dream run rose. Victoria Mboko, born in 2006 in North Carolina, raised in Toronto, brings a Congo-Canadian story and a game built on a powerful serve and two-handed backhand. Wikipedia. Last word on sports. Tennis Canada. For her, each match has elevated her game, ranking, live WTA Top 50, and profile. Tennis Canada. Last word on sports. Times columnist. TalkSport. The Times of India. The continuum of coaching influence. Matchie's call to Gauff echoes a timeless principle. Greatness is sharpened both by victories and by recalibration. Mboko, supported by Tennis Canada and her own development journey, benefits from a different kind of guidance, but the impulse is the same. Identify weaknesses, embrace them as fuel, then surge. In the coming chapters, we may see Gauff fine-tuning under Daly and Forel, rebuilding what Matchie spotlighted. Mboko, riding Montreal momentum, taking the final showdown with Naomi Osaka, the first Japanese woman to reach that final, with confidence and support of fans and country. Diary OAS. Reuters. The Times of India. Performing arts creative impressions. Matchie's whisper. He represents the voice that knows. Raw talent needs polish, even if that tweak is unseen, inaudible, until it turns into ace after ace. Gauff at the crossroad. A Grand Slam champion seeking to adjust mid-curve, capturing the tension of growth, transition, imperfection. Mboko's blaze. A young player with composure beyond years, power beyond ranking, playing inspired tennis under pressure, in front of a home crowd. Their silent dialogue. Mboko's triumph in Montreal contrasts Gauff's retooling period, suggesting a passing of eras, or perhaps a mentorship echo across the net. Checkered flag final point. In the same tournament, 2 stories entwined across time and identity. An ex-coach's unexpected request. A push for serve and forehand excellence, A small spark for Gauff's next wave. A rising star's historic rise. Victoria Mboko, unseated and fearless, writing her own tennis fairy tale on Montreal's courts. This is the beauty of sport. Past, present, future collide on the baseline. As Gauff refines, Mboko shines, and together, they chart the unfolding arc of women's tennis.